Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. It's A-Star Anime, and it's already been awkward. We will get to that later on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dave. This is Raj.
Hey-o.
I'm Chris, your wonderful host, and we're joined today by
Sam.
How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Excellent.
Our most excellent guest.
Yes. So, what'd you bring us today, Sam?
My Neighbor Totoro.
Excellent. Bing.
In case I didn't notice the giant DVD case at the bottom of the shot.
Listen, we have a formula. We stick to the
Stick to the formula.
formula.
Thank you very
Introduce the people. Say hello to the guest. Yes, tell us what you brought.
It's right there.
Totoro.
Now, why don't you tell us about
About
your
it.
movie and why you picked it?
Because it's Hayao Miyazaki, and you can't go wrong with Hayao Miyazaki.
There's nothing to argue
Listen,
there.
if there's anything this show has learned so far, it's that.
Yeah, that's true. This movie came out in 1988 in Japan. Made its way to the States in 1993 on VHS and on TVs and stuff like that. Disney,
Yes, on TVs.
Yeah,
Stuff like that. Stuff like TVs, but not quite.
my English,
I first watched it in my neighbor's window.
I had a nature discovered. It's not like a TV, but it's close.
came out on DVD in 2002. The rights expired when Disney decided to pick it back up. 2006, but Blu-ray and other stuff down the line, and we've had many re-releases of this series multiple times over the years.
This series.
Yeah.
Is there a series or is it just
Excuse
a
me.
film? Okay.
It's just a film.
Just a film, one film.
So I'm thinking of all the Miyazaki films in general.
Yeah.
So, give us a quick little synopsis for this film that we just watched.
Okay.
That's usually how this works.
No spoilers.
Slightly.
No spoilers?
No, you can spoil
You
it.
can spoil, you can spoil the crap. This movie's been out for so long, you can spoil the crap out of it.
Yeah, that's true.
1980 what?
1988.
1988.
And
It's technically a year younger than my baby sister.
I wasn't born yet.
There you go.
All right then.
Yikes!
About two sisters move to the country. They meet the spirit of the forest, and
Wackiness ensues.
yeah, for them, I guess it's a normal life. But they don't seem too shocked by it.
For which ones? The spirits or the sisters?
The sisters.
The sisters.
They're just like, oh, cool, spirit.
Yeah.
How you doing? Here's an umbrella.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, that's usually what happens. I mean, this forest spirit is, when the movie kicks off, we're looking at literally this little white, not even white, it's transparent. Like, small version of the Totoro most people know of. And that kind of just shows up, and the
It looked like a spirit bunny.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the
it
little
bumps.
and the little sister just happens to notice it. Of course, the spirit's probably realizing, wait, I can be seen. Holy crap!
Bob faster. Bob faster.
Yeah, exactly. And thus, upon leading them to their, I guess, natural habitat or their encampment, whatever you want to call
Hideout.
Actually, they were going up under the house to take acorns out of the bank, I guess.
it. Yeah,
The acorn bank.
which eventually led them to meet their
Well,
Back.
May did.
May did.
Yeah.
Eventually ends up meeting who you see on our front cover as
Totoro.
And from then on,
The giant
it's
cat mole, as Dave calls it.
apparently so.
He's a cat owl.
Cat
I
owl.
was
Yeah.
about to say owl.
He looked like a mole at first because of the way he was sleeping
And the little claws.
Yeah.
and the nose.
So, and from there, it's been kind of one of those building relationships of cool. Hey, we.
I borrow a cup of sugar. He makes spirit trees grow.
He borrowed my umbrella, makes the caddy bus come, take his places.
It's just one of those things.
Saves my sister.
Pretty normal. pretty standard fare.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Quid pro quo.
Yeah.
Quid pro quo.
I mean, it's.
Thank you.
I mean, it's.
He's our anime. It's not about Latin.
Not even
That's
close.
true.
So, folks, I mean, realistically, there's not a whole lot we can go into the film without just telling you about it per se.
It's not a very deep film.
Not as deep as a puddle.
There's one overarching story, and that is the girls and their dad moving out into the wilderness, or not wilderness, but the countryside,
Into the wilderness with the bears and the
and that their mom is sick. Realistically, the movie is about the sisters and their strange adventures with their neighbor, Totoro.
Yep. And the guy with the hat that Dave hates.
He's a kid,
The kid
but I
with the
do
hat
not like his hat.
that Dave doesn't like.
It's a nautical hat. Well, let's see.
I don't think it's a nautical hat. I think he's wearing Isn't his dad like a delivery dude for the?
Yeah.
Moving guy, I think.
No. I think he works for the post office.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a post office hat.
Yeah,
Because when the guy showed up with the telegram,
Yeah.
he was wearing the same kind of hat.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Makes sense.
He wants to be a mailman.
Yeah, that's usually how that works.
Can't live life as a chicken farmer all your,
I was about to say, he doesn't have many options out the country.
That's true. Everything's like 20 miles away.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and jump straight into on this. Not sure how much of H-Star anime you've seen or anything of that nature. So,
Say nothing. Zilpo.
so we have what's called the BALA system. We do video, audio, story, and enjoyment. I'm not even going to touch that thing. We'll get to that another time.
Keep going.
And at this point, it's we basically rate everything between 2 stars, you really liked it, 0 stars, you absolutely hated it, and 1 star, you thought it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm biased. It's Miyazaki.
Yeah.
Trust
You can
me.
be biased.
Let me put it this
Yeah.
way: everyone that's picked a series
Being biased is pretty fun.
is pretty much been biased to their own series, so it makes sense.
Yep.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with the visuals. Taking the fact that this movie was made back in the late 80s, I think it holds up pretty well,
Oh, yeah.
if you ask me. What do you think, Raj?
Yeah. Pretty much you can see like Miyazaki's like style start to go along, and then his creative style kind of follows along all the movies. You have the same kind of like little girl that more or less looks the same way, little tweaks here and there, but then this is the start of all of it. So it's nice to see him at the beginning.
It's always a good way to start.
Mhm.
I personally, myself, would have to give it a 1 star. It does hold up to its degree, but it's not anything highly riveting. I mean, it's one of his earlier works.
I'd say 2 stars.
So,
Well, what about the level of detail he just gives the background in general?
That's true. It's really nice.
I mean, it's
Because that's what I'm always a fan of in all of his movies, just the detail. he
Yeah, you're looking
gives.
at a pond. There's a pebble, and under the pebble there's shade, and under the shade there's like more rocks and stuff like that. So it's like
And then under the shade, there's a note. And the note, if you decipher it, will lead you to a website that goes further into...
That's very Gravity Falls of you, Dave.
I've never seen it.
You should.
So what do you give it? You can't give it 5.
We've
0,
already done-
1, or 2.
I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. 2.
wow.
Everybody pays attention on this show.
At least she's honest. The trick is, you have 4
Things.
categories. You can give it between 0
0
and 2.
Okay.
Then when you add them all together, you get up to
8.
8 stars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hence the 8-star anime.
Alrighty.
Boom.
Plus, the icon for 8-star anime is the stars of the Big Dipper plus the North Star, which are on the flag of the Alaska state flag,
Fist of the North
which
Star.
is where Chris is from, and since it's his show,
Yep. It's from the frozen north.
I am giving it 2 as well.
How do you stand the heat?
I don't.
Air conditioners,
Fans and fans and fans.
bags of ice in my trousers.
Huh.
Actually, that needs to be changed.
Yeah, some call it a colossal. Anyway, I give it 2 because of the look. Shorthand, it's Japanese Alice in Wonderland,
It is.
especially
Through the looking glass.
with the bus.
With
That's
the
a
bus.
cat.
Cat bus.
Cat bus.
With a big ginger cat grin.
Big living bus that's a cat.
Yeah. This is my style. I mean, anything that's 80s anime is my anime. So
This is
yeah,
his
definitely.
jive.
This is definitely my jam.
So, how do we think about the audio? Dave, how do you want to kick this one off?
I find the audio weird.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the sound effects that are going on in this, just I
Cicadas.
don't.
Didn't like the cicadas.
Well, I hate those in general, but that's not fair. So apparently, if I hate them, then they're doing the sound correctly.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the sound effects of the dust spirits,
That's great.
The sprites.
the sound effects of all the creatures and all the spirits.
The Totoro and Little Totoro.
Right, the rain sounded beautiful.
Baby Totoro.
The music is well done. We watched it in English. The English actors are excellent.
All-star cast.
Almost all these movies.
I'm gonna give it a 2
Yeah.
because it does everything right.
Mm-hmm.
I might not like it, but that doesn't make it not right.
That's true.
That's fair. I'll probably have to give it a 2 myself. I don't see anything that was... Yeah, right there.
Yeah, you're the one with the C.
C.
Chris.
Hey! Shorthand.
I mean, so far I like pretty much everything except for that ending theme song. But but that's just me being slightly biased against their theme song for Totoro. But I do like a lot of everything else, especially when Totoro roars and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of fun anime.
Pretty neat.
You?
What do you give it?
A 2, of course.
A 2, of course.
It's follow alongs with what David was saying with all the sounds that they just make it so realistic. Like you know it's summer because all the stupid bugs are going off,
Yep.
and then they make sure that they get the little Totoros who don't really have that big of a part. They get their own noises, and then
Like when the one ate the leaf.
Yep.
umbrella.
Oh.
And then just
I give it. Yeah, go, keep going.
sorry.
Keep going.
No.
No. Keep going.
Yeah, it's all about you. Yes.
They just give everything the appropriate sound effects, like with the creepy old bike and the motorized scooter, and
The doors being slammed open, the windows being thrown up.
when the house was about to fall down.
Right? All that
Yeah.
stuff.
In the first 5 minutes of the movie. Yeah, I gave it a 2 too because the audio is awesome. All-star cast, which is normal with the Disney Miyazaki releases, but everybody did a really good job, and I mean it's pretty cool. It relatively matches up to the lips and everything. Because I know that's a big thing for you, Dave. Sometimes you don't like that.
No, I'm not worried too much about that. Usually my problem is that sometimes we'll watch it and you'll see the translation and then they'll do the subtitles, and when the translation that they've done for the English story varies far from the translation that's on the subtitles,
Yeah.
hate that.
You should watch Ghost Stories.
I mean, to be fair, I mean the audio in this one's pretty well done compared to some of the other ones where you can almost tell the difference between them being in studio by themselves and them kind of working together.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I guess with the voice actresses being real life sisters really helped.
Yeah.
That's true.
The,
I liked it.
The dad is like the worst dad ever.
I don't think any of the adults,
He's very
minus
laid
the
back.
mother, who obviously couldn't really do
No,
much.
Granny was fine. Granny did her job.
Yeah.
Dad was busy with work, and he just kind of lets the girl run around.
Well, I mean, I get that part, but time flew by. Where's your sister?
Well,
Somewhere
there
out-
aren't any wolves around.
Somewhere out there in the woods.
What? Terrible. Anyways, we'll go straight into the story, at which I'll let you start, Sam. What do you feel about the story?
If you're not thinking too deeply, it works great. If you're trying to think too deeply about the movie, you're just like, where the heck are they going with this? Like, where did they get this? And most of us don't know typical Japanese myth and legend, so we don't know Totoro is actually a legit thing.
Based on...
Yes.
Based on real stuff.
Yes.
Real mythical stuff from Japan.
So what's your score?
2.
2 stars.
I'd say 2-2.
Okay.
Yep. Good storyline. Moved it along pretty well. Didn't really drag in parts. It's kind of pushed on the emotion when it needed to, then it kept moving along.
You seem to have something on your mind, Dave.
Yeah, I was gonna wait.
You sure?
Yeah.
Dave's gonna go
Are you
last.
really sure?
I'm gonna go last.
He's gonna go last.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give it a 1 myself. Not the fact that there's not a deep meaning or anything of that nature. That's beyond the point. It's just that there's,
He didn't get it.
I mean, there really wasn't a whole lot to really get per se.
This wasn't much of a story as much as it was you just experienced the tale with them.
That's pretty much
yeah.
it. And I was kind of like, oh, okay, so they see Totoro, and the adventure goes from there. That's about it.
It's a slice of life with a little mysticism thrown in.
I don't think it is. Slice of Life tells a story. It may be a shallow story.
They told a story.
I'm going to give this one a 0.
I figured that was coming.
Now, to be fair, what did you say at the beginning of this segment? If you're not looking too deep into it,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Good story.
I can't turn that part of my brain off.
Neither can I.
Dave looks way
So,
Yeah, it was kind of fun watching him watch the movie.
Yeah, Dave just screams at the movie, screams at the TV, wants to punch the little guy in the hat. It's really weird.
He's a 10-year-old child.
It's not an A-star anime
It's
unless
not.
Dave wants to punch a child.
listen, now, first of all, I've been punching children for a very long time.
I don't know if that's something you want to admit on the internet.
I have a brother that's 9 years younger than me and a sister 10 years younger than me.
And he's got children. God bless those children.
So, exactly. I mean, little brothers and sisters, cousins, nephews and nieces, my own children. Look, you
Five
just
across the
don't give
eyes.
them... No. But how else will they learn if
if Dave doesn't punch
these
them,
characters, the story is so aggravating. It's like, so there's a 4-year-old who comes up missing.
yep.
Hey, have you seen a little girl? Well, let me think about it. Okay, motherfucker, it's a yes or a no question.
Like, there's lots of stuff that goes down
There's
the road.
a missing kid.
Did you see the kid or not?
Calm down.
I don't know.
Did you find your sister yet? Do you see her, Batman?
This is like we watched Dave.
The dad... I like the grandma. The grandma is my favorite character because she's...
The actual adult.
Yes!
Yeah. She's doing all the adulting in the movie.
You know,
mostly.
Well, no, the kid's missing, and she's already on top of it. She's like, "Hey, go get your uncle, get this going."
She
we need
lives
to
in
have
town.
search,
She
we need
can
to do
I
this."
take that
mobilize
back.
the whole
I take
town.
that back. Grandma's not my favorite character. She's my favorite adult.
Yes.
Satsuki is the best character in this stupid movie. And the movie's not stupid. It's a really good movie.
Really good movie.
In the stupid story for David.
David's
She
stupid
is
story.
the best. I wish I was half the person she was. She is such a golden heart human being in this tale.
Yeah.
She does so much more that's way beyond her age.
She
of
waits for
probably
the bus for like
10.
8 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, they wait on their dad out in the rain for 2-3 hours.
At least.
She just,
She shows more concern about her sister than her dad does.
at times.
That's
I
probably
mean, to
what-
be
she's
fair,
probably why
during
the
this,
sister's still alive.
yeah, during this time where the little girl's missing, Dad's not around. He's at work, so he's in another city. So just to be fair, not throw him under the cat bus.
So to
Um,
speak.
He's not even aware she's missing. So.
No.
Not yet, anyway.
But ironically, there's another like something that goes missing. I guess another girl goes missing, and they find a shoe at a nearby pond.
I don't think there's another girl missing. It's just there's a
Oh, okay. They
a
just
floating
wanted-
sando in the pond.
And so,
Okay.
so by the time she comes back, they're searching the water for her in case
Yeah.
anything gets happened. So,
Okay.
It-
Something's already
Maybe.
done.
It could have just been as well as somebody
Could have
just.
been just dropped in the
Yeah.
water.
Oh, the story. There isn't one. It is a series of events, and you
Yeah,
get to
it's a solid
experience them.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, these people.
so ladies and gentlemen, we get into overall enjoyment. I'm pretty sure we'll just go ahead and do yours too, Sam. All right.
Would you like to elaborate on why you like this one so much?
Why do you enjoy it?
This is basically my security movie. Like when I'm having a bad day and I just want to chill and not think, I put this movie on.
Can't disagree with that.
Now,
Yeah.
is this your favorite Miyazaki film?
No, I can't pick my favorite because I just like them too much. But it's not number one.
So when we started 8-Star Anime,
All we did was Miyazaki movies.
yeah, we each picked a Miyazaki film that we wanted to show.
Mononoke, Spirited Away, and then
Kiki's Delivery Service.
Well, my first choice when you came up and said, "What do you want to do?" I'm like, "House Moving Castle." So I guess since that was my instant, I want to do that one. I guess that
might be your favorite. Yeah, we haven't done that one yet.
Well, the only reason why we shy away from it is because Mike and Kana did it for Kana and Mike's
Oh
movie.
yeah. We try not to overlap. so
Right.
much.
I mean, maybe in a year we'll go back and do
Oh,
it.
I can pull you some anime out they've never heard of.
And the
but yeah.
second one that you were talking about, The Wind and
Nausicaa and the Valley
Nausicaa,
of the Wind.
Nausicaa in the Valley.
that
of the
one
Wind.
is excellent.
I had
I
that
do
one.
love it.
Yeah.
I almost picked that one, but like I said, Princess Mononoke is my favorite, and it's a special anime to me. For my enjoyment, as much as the story and wanting to hit the little kid aggravates me,
Right.
I'm giving it a 2 because it is a trip. It is
It's a fantasy trip, and that's what Dave likes.
the 81 minutes.
Mhm.
How long was it?
90 minutes or so.
Yeah, I mean it went by so fast.
Mhm.
It felt like half an hour, and that's a good story because if you can eat up that much time and not realize it's gone, that means you were invested, and I was invested.
Yeah, I didn't realize the
Maybe
movie
a third
was,
of the investment was hate.
I sat there. What? Oh, the movie's over? Holy crap!
Yeah.
I was like, 'cause even I have to give it a 2 for that same standard. The seed. If you're gonna do it, at least put it in the right category.
2.
No, you be quiet. Anyways,
Chris
I
is
looked at-
talking.
The thing about it is, I sat there and thought about it. I was like, wow, I was invested in this movie. Because by the time I realized that the movie was over, it was just like, oh,
And then you were sad, weren't you?
not really. I
No.
was kind of just like, oh.
then the ending theme came on.
Yeah, then the thing came on.
And
we're
Chris
just
is like,
oh.
I didn't have a problem with it. You did.
Of course I did, because I was like, what the hell? Anyways, but, I mean, I kind of liked it. Go ahead, Raj.
I liked it. I like to see where things start and things end, and this is like Hayao Miyazaki is one of his first like big time feature length films.
Good.
So,
All right,
I
moving
enjoyed
on. So,
Damn!
What the hell? Let me talk. Don't talk words.
So, a lot of times we ask, is this anime 101?
Yeah, this is anime 101.
Is it?
I'd say. If I was telling somebody who Hayao Miyazaki is, I would show them this. And like this is kind of his thing. Strong,
Miyazaki,
strong female
sure.
character, mythical things thrown in, slice of life, little spattered without.
I mean, for
Girl has
Miyazaki films,
Get over like a
maybe,
event.
but
Yeah.
I personally think there's other films I'd start with before this one, to be honest.
Oh yeah. In
In
general, yes, but yeah, for Miyazaki.
Well, no, we're
that's
not.
hard.
It has to be in general.
Yeah.
general.
Is this 101? Would someone who's never seen an anime film at all? No?
I have other stuff
No.
I put before it, but yeah, I'd use
Yeah?
this one.
I would, with only one caveat, and that's there's certain things in here that are going to be Japanese culture that Western cultures don't get, like
Yeah.
everybody in the bath together.
Mhm.
You know, that confuses some people.
Mhm.
That's the only thing to me that I would have been like, hey, let's watch this now. In the middle of the movie, you're going to see something kind of odd.
Yeah.
Let it be.
No, sure.
Would you make it 101?
No.
No?
I feel like a person who has had knows nothing about Japanese culture at all, they just be like, what the hell is going on in this movie? What is this random Totoro character?
I have knowledge of Japanese culture and was still, what the hell's going on? But I think as a story in a movie, it's an easy entrance.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to convince you to my way.
It's
just
not as far
explain.
left field as some anime could turn into.
Yeah, I mean, there's no giant boars trying to
No giant
be
robots.
humans.
A giant
Right.
slug creature or whatever.
I guess I have a hard time figuring out what would be 101 or not, just because I don't want to say I've grown up with it like he has, but
But you grew up with it.
yeah, I grew up with this is normal for me. This is just like cool.
Mhm.
I like the story. Let me be part of it.
So for the kids at home keeping score, there he is with Roger, Sam, Chris, and David. Roger and Sam gave him 8 stars, perfect scores. Chris and I have some various differences, putting it at 6s. You know, for a movie that you don't think is 101, you guys sure, or even your favorite, you sure scored it pretty high.
I did.
Now, the last thing I would ask is, do you think that the score is that high because it's Miyazaki or because it's the film?
A little bit of both.
Because I don't think that some of the stuff would have been there if it hadn't been a Miyazaki. Like, the details in the background, the choice of the music and the sound effects.
Miyazaki all the way. Like, the only thing I do not like about this movie is May. And then that's just because I think she's a spoiled brat and I want to smack her.
And she's 4.
Yeah.
That's funny.
She cries a lot.
I hate the 10-year-old. You don't like the 4-year-old.
Yeah. Doesn't seem too different from almost now.
What?
I'll say, just like an older one versus the younger one.
Well, I don't like the neighbor kid. She doesn't like one of the main characters.
I was like, really? Anyways.
There's a potential love interest.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Don't.
They can all have little blue
I don't even
hats.
know why they bothered teasing that.
Yeah.
Although I did like the fact that he's like, hey, she's here. Oh, crap, I'm in my underwear. Gonna run. Like,
Hide.
run.
To me, they were acting like typical kids at that age. Like, if boys and girls that, oh, I like you, I'm going to pick on you, I'm going to bully you, basically.
Punch in an arm.
Yeah.
I figured you had something to say more than I would about that.
Did they do that in penguin culture?
No. Why are you asking?
Because they keep calling you the Alaskan penguin?
That's a whole other joke I ain't gonna bother getting into.
Good.
It's like,
Because geographically it doesn't make any sense.
geographically, no. The actual story behind it still doesn't, but I ain't gonna go through
Yeah.
it.
And Roger didn't have any friends, so that's hard for him to... It's Pick on Roger Day.
Apparently.
Your turn.
Pick on Roger.
Yeah.
You're funny like
Yeah!
There you go. Now you're one of us.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Welcome back, buddy. Where you been, you lazy bastard?
Busy. Busy making stuff and things.
So, tell the people at home what you're doing
On
on ECS.
ECS, I don't know.
What's your other show,
Oh, yeah, right.
jackass?
I'm a co-host in a show called Chopsaki Cinema with Josh and William. We watch old like kung fu movies or new Korean stuff because we're actually gonna start watching stuff on Netflix, like some of the Korean shows on Netflix, and reviewing them like episode by episode, kind of like this show does. But yeah, check us out on ECS Network because Chopsaki Cinema. Woo!
Kind of like
And
we do with Cats.
Sam,
Pretty much.
Sam actually has a little series happening on ECS with one of our excellent guests.
Yes, Larissa and I are on Dinzy Castor. We're doing a live-action Sailor Moon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I've caught 2 of them. I don't know how many you've done, but I've caught 2 of them.
3 or 4 now?
Excellent.
Excellent.
Have you guys made it to the end yet?
Oh heck no! There's like.
It's like a
there's a
billion.
while. Yeah, there's a ways
Wait,
before they're done.
I just finished watching episodes 11 and 12, I think.
You need to have William on that show. He hates the
No,
live
we do.
actions.
He's on there twice.
That's
We did-
beautiful.
Nice.
He just does. He despises Sailor Moon. I think live action especially.
Are you doing anything extra with on ECS?
Nothing in particular except for folks be on the lookout for some one-on-one stuff as I go into the anime binge, where I kind of go into watching a full series as a whole and reviewing it just on my own. Not necessarily that's because I don't like y'all. It's because be realistic.
Watching series in a group and doing these every 5 episodes really isn't so great.
So we're trying to go through as quick as possible. We may have some with just
Kaijo.
Dave and whatnot. God, Kaijo. God, no.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the Ronin Warriors when
Yes.
you get done doing whatever you're doing.
Gotcha.
Nice.
And so with that, it'd just be one of those things where we get through a lot of series really quickly. If he really wants to go in depth on a 3 to 4 person group for a more in depth thought process,
Or you just want to
we
torture us
can.
and make us watch a movie that you don't like. So, yeah.
I've already done that to Mike and Josh already.
Oh yeah.
So
What movie?
no, I made him watch a series called My First Girlfriend's a Gal. And
First Girlfriend is a Gal.
correct.
Yeah.
G-A-L.
Mhm.
What else
It's
would
on
she be?
Crunchyroll.
Yeah, not gal in that
Yeah,
instance.
it gets deeper than that, Dave. Just check it out. It's on Crunchyroll.
Yes, it's not gal as in she's a girl.
Guy and gals.
Gal as in a garu, which is a type of fashion and type of what do you want to call it? I don't want to call it fandom. That's kind of weird.
It's kind of a fandom, yeah.
Like a Gangora?
Pretty much, it's the girls that have themselves tanned, heavy makeup,
Right.
blonde hair, something like that. Yes, that's the type of.
That's a
girl
gal.
we're talking about. That's a gal.
In the early 2000s, it was called Ganguro.
Yes, it's now just
American terms, beach money.
Pretty
pretty
much.
much. Well, the idea behind
I'm
it.
a
Japanese Jersey Shores.
Well, what happened with that is, just for quick reference, is
Why do we export that?
they had references of girls from the beach, California, and stuff like that. Well, they were blonde hair.
Mhm.
They're all tan from being out in the sun, so they're like, oh, we want to be like that. Well, the problem is they kind of got the wrong idea. So they're heavily tanned, completely bleached their hair on like ridiculous amount, heavy makeup.
Ooh.
And that's what they got from these promos and pictures, so that's what they had. So that's what they followed.
Because if you don't know what's going on, make it up.
But for some
We all do that,
reason,
just don't mess it
for
up.
some reason, in the last couple of years, manga and anime has started doing a lot more into that kind of fandom again randomly. Don't know why, but that's just something they decided to choose.
Weird.
Yeah, it's no different than the time we had like 2 years of all vampire movies and all the other random stuff that's going on.
That's
so
true.
I can't really argue with it. Can you?
Can I argue with it?
Yeah.
Yes, I will argue with anything,
You can argue with
anytime, anywhere.
They gotta go with the trend of what's selling. Vampires were selling at that point.
Well, see, that was
Vampires-
the thing that was funny about when One Piece came out, and One Piece got so popular. Suddenly, there's pirate themed this, that, and all,
Yep.
all over. For
Terry Sane is a pirate-themed wrestler from
I
Japan.
was like, wow.
See, y'all say vampires, and I think Interview with and Lestat, Queen of the Damned.
I think vampire anime. I think the vampire anime.
Castlevania.
That Castlevania anime was good.
It's really good.
Fantastic. So, ladies and gentlemen, hope you watch a little more of the ECS Network. We've got plenty of shows to watch. Hopefully we'll see all of us again. But until then, I'm Chris,
I'm Dave.
Raj.
See 'em.
and we'll see you real soon.